Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Rick. Got videos today from Manosphere Highlights Daily. She took her looks for granted, and then her face changed, and her life transformed overnight. Please like and subscribe down below. Really appreciate that. Let's get that ciao. Ciao time.
Because I said men are disappointing because I found them boring and ugly. And most men are ugly and boring to most women. We're not like guys. Okay, you guys are not beauty objects.
I can agree with that.
Welcome to Manosphere Highlights Daily. Now that we're getting back into the daily rhythm, it's time to dive into your video topic requests. So don't forget to send those in because we're paying attention. Patreon gang salute! You know you've got the privilege. Big shout out to Mr. Jackson for today's video request. He asked us to take a look at this article from HuffPost titled, "I took my appearance for granted, then my face changed, and my life transformed overnight." The line that sticks out? When I woke up, everything was different, mostly in the way I saw the world and in the way it saw and treated me.
Damn
This
right.
article offers some valuable insight into just how much our appearance influences our everyday life.
It matters, guys. Even our looks as men matters. If you're well kept, you're well dressed, you're well, taken care of, other men notice, other women notice. It is a deal. When you're fucking not taking a shower, you smell and all these things. Come on. Do you think people don't notice this shit?
Let's break it down. Now it's time for us to get into this and do what we gotta do. Because we men, ain't we? Yeah. We men, ain't we?
In a world obsessed with appearance, it's easy to let our physical differences define us. For years, I lived under the comforting umbrella of stereotypical beauty, unaware of the journey that awaited me. But in 2019, at the age of 25, my life took an unexpected turn overnight when I underwent brain surgery to remove a tumor. During the surgery, I suffered a stroke, which left me unable to walk or write, and with the sensation that the world is constantly moving. Due to nerve damage, the right side of my face was also permanently paralyzed. When I woke up, everything was different, mostly in the way I saw the world and in the way it saw and treated me. I was petrified, not only by the scale of the journey ahead, but
I thought this was like a wall thing that she, got too old and hit the wall. The surgery thing. It's actually a big deal. So I could tell you guys now, when my accident happened with my arm, you know what was the first thing my parents said to me when I first saw them after the accident? They were like, "Oh, thank God your face is not injured or scratched or anything." That's how important faces are. Especially Asians realize this shit. If you look ugly or you have disfigurement, it is going to be a hard life for you. People are going to see you a certain way. People are going to be scared of you. It is what it is. We can be body positivity all the fuck we want, but people are still going to judge you by how you look.
also by what my life would now look like.
We found some video footage of Sammy so you can get a better sense of what she's dealing with.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, during the surgery, I actually suffered a rare cerebellar stroke. So it's only the 2% risk of people that suffer that stroke. It wasn't anything, the surgeons before said to me, don't worry about your tumour. It's like the best brain tumour that you could have, even if that's like a thing that people say.
I didn't know you'd have the best.
It was really low risk, and I fell into quite a high risk category afterwards. And so I woke up unable to see, unable to speak, unable to write. I suffered permanent facial nerve damage as well from that.
As you can see, this is a serious matter because you can't escape it. The first thing people
See, this I feel bad for because it wasn't her choice. This surgery, shit happened. Same thing, shit happened. Can't do anything about it.
notice is your physical appearance, facial features, body language, how you're dressed, how you present yourself. These quick impressions shape how others perceive you before you even say a word. Let's take it a step further.
My appearance before the nerve damage fit the mold society deemed acceptable, and I never questioned my worth based on my looks. But when I gained my visible difference at 25, everything changed. Suddenly, I was confronted with stares, whispers, and the harsh reality that I no longer fit the conventional definition of physical beauty.
True.
I became aware of just how much emphasis is placed on looks when I could no longer walk down the street without attracting negative attention or questions about why my mouth looked wonky.
That's when it got difficult for her to socialize, to meet new people, things she did effortlessly before. Now, people were avoiding her because they didn't know how to handle her appearance. Sounds familiar? Men face this same struggle. Pretty privilege is real. Study after study confirms that attractive people enjoy socioeconomic advantages. Look at Hollywood. Why do you think all the Avengers look like they walked out of a modeling catalog? You can't be an Avenger if you're not good looking. It's literally in the contract. Sammy said she often felt avoided, and men experience this regularly for similar reasons. Check this out.
Because I said men are disappointing because I found them boring and ugly. And most men are ugly and boring to most women. We're not like guys. Okay, you guys are not beauty objects. You guys are not beauty objects. We like you because of your personality and how you maintain yourself and how you treat us. So for women, the majority of men are ugly and boring. Okay?
This is coming from a woman who hit the wall at light speed, but she's still chasing the chads. Here's the thing. Women in general only find 10 to 20% of men attractive. That's a fact. And it doesn't matter if the woman herself is below average. She'll still aim for the top. This is how the game works, especially in today's world.
The unhappiness and anxiety surrounding my visible difference were heightened by being part of the Instagram generation. The pressure to conform to unrealistic beauty standards felt overwhelming. I was constantly bombarded by images of flawless faces and flawless lives. Seeing photos of others buying houses, traveling, getting engaged, and doing things that were unattainable for me intensified my struggle with confidence and self-acceptance.
Yeah, this is probably how a lot of men feel. Men are in this boat. A lot of, like, I want to say like 60% of men are in this boat. They just feel exactly this.
Social media is wrecking men's chances with women, no doubt. But here's the twist. It's also destroying women's mental health. Check this out.
A growing concern worldwide, according to a new report from UNESCO.
So girls are much more affected by social media, negatively affected. Images in particular, the body image, the feelings and the emotions this causes are far higher for girls than for boys.
The latest report pulls together existing studies, including World Health Organization's report that found teen girls' mental health is under greater strain than that of boys, and Facebook's own research that says 32% of teenage girls said that when they felt bad about their bodies, Instagram made them feel worse, a trend doctors have been noting for years.
A woman might like you, but if you're not marketable on her Instagram feed, you're not even an option. Validation from social media is so deeply ingrained in their system that when they don't meet those standards, it's devastating.
You know, it's weird because women ask me for my Instagram and things all the time. My Instagram is just chow time stuff. I don't even post personal shit on there. So I don't understand that, why it's such a big thing. I understand it, but I don't, because I am not into it. I don't care to be tracking people or looking at other people's lives. I'm too busy dealing with my own shit. I have so much shit to do.
Sammy's experience is a taste of what women will eventually face when they hit the wall and realize they're no longer in demand by the people they want attention from. But here's the real message. It's not just about looks.
After a period of victim blaming, depression, and feeling a total loss of control about my looks and the cards I'd been dealt, I realized that how I reacted was within my control.
Yep.
I couldn't change what happened to me, but I was the only one with the power to define my worth and choose how my story unfolded.
This, fellas, is the art of walking away. People don't understand what they have until it's gone. A lot of women won't learn this until they hit the wall, and by then, it's too late. This is the environment we live in, so stop wasting your energy trying to convince them to change. Walking away isn't about giving up. It's about finding something worth your time, money, and energy. That's where fulfillment is.
I made the decision to unapologetically accept myself, ready to take on whatever life throws my way. I realized that my life wasn't over when I woke up from brain surgery. It just required finding a new way to live it.
The lesson is clear. Focus on yourself. Appreciate what life has to offer outside chasing validation from others, particularly women. And most importantly, remember that your worth isn't dictated by looks alone. That's power you hold, not something others can take from you.
Yeah, I think my biggest thing is kind of not seeing any event now and not judging it as good or bad. And I know that's really hard in the moment to actually do, but I realise this more and more lately. So an event on its own, 3 years ago, had you said everyone, oh, she just had a brain surgery, she just had a stroke, she's had this, that, and the other, that is terrible. Like that, those are terrible things. But actually, 3 years later, when you know more of the story, it's like, actually, I feel this is so cliche to say, but I think like I'm genuinely more happier now. And I think that becomes with like,
I'm proud of you, girl. Like, I think this is when people accept it. People accept the world around you and how it truly works. Red pill, you know, they're not as anxious, they're not as upset or depressed about what's going on. Some of it, most of it, you can't control yourself, but you can control yourself.
this purpose and having, you know, a reason to help other people, and the work that I'm doing as well, to have my own business and speaking and things, and it's all centered on resilience.
Patreon gang, salute!
You know, I can't even imagine if I had a big scar on my face or something. But for men and women, it's so different. For men, a scar on our face is like battle scars, you know, like this. People look at my arm and they're just like so curious about it. Women are so curious about it. It's hard to say if I got a scar from the accident, it would have changed my life for the worst. But I don't think I would be such easy to look at on YouTube. Please accept them below. I really appreciate that. And catch you guys next time. Ciao.